cannot take a picture at the border. That's a federal offense.
What country are we in?
In the United States.
You're goddamn right.
You can't take a picture here.
Okay, First Amendment. Get back over there.
What's up, homies? You guys are listening to what I'm saying? Or you guys speak English? Where you guys are from? Sir.
Get back. We're on a public sidewalk, sir.
Sorry, this is the border, sir. No,
this is a church.
This is public sidewalk.
This is part of a church.
You got it.
You think a church isn't open to the public? Come on now.
At the border.
I can take a picture whenever I want. What country are we in?
In the United States.
You're goddamn right.
You can't take a picture.
Okay, First Amendment. Get back over there.
I need people back here down at BS.
You don't need anybody anywhere. You need to get back over there and do your job. This isn't your job.
What's going on, fellas? They want to record, but they don't want to put away thing. You got to delete whatever you've been recording.
I'm not deleting nothing. You delete that last statement. No, you stay back. You stay back and you stay back.
I want to have a personal conversation, man.
Okay, I'll with you if you want to talk. This gentleman tried to grab my camera. If you'd like to speak, I will speak to you in a civilized manner. You sit back. I'm talking to him. I will tell you whatever I want to tell you. Who pays your salary?
Oh, yeah.
Get back.
Why you guys here?
Back off. Back off. Back off.
It's all right. What's going on, man? What's your name?
My name isn't important, sir. I'm a citizen.
I'm Officer Pyatt.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay.
So what's going on? So what are you guys doing here anyway, if we can ask?
We're just out filming the day, man. Like filming the architecture of this church, filming everything we can see from public view, which is completely, and the Department of Homeland Security has already put out a memo. If you'd like to go pull it up and review it before we go any further, I would suggest, you might have your guys a little bit more well informed about what our rights in public are.
So, why are you guys here?
Back off.
You guys are entering a federal inspection area?
Step down. We're on public property. Step down.
Actually, no, you're entering a federal inspection.
We're on public property. This plot of land here, this is a church. The Mariners Church sits on is owned by the city of Detroit. Back off. We're within 33 feet of the center of a public roadway. This is a public easement. Back off.
It seems like you're pretty well informed.
Yes, sir.
Let me know what your rights are in terms of filming.
Okay. I am allowed to film anything that I can see from public space.
Okay.
This here is a public sidewalk.
Okay. So how do you think that interfere with what we're doing here?
Well, it doesn't, because the camera, how can a camera interfere with what you're doing? We're just standing here taking pictures. I mean, I was taking pictures of this, I turned around, and then he came out and started telling me, and then he tried to grab my camera. You can't, That's battery. By the way, that's battery.
Sir, you cannot record a federal location.
So, in terms of, like, if we're trying to inspect people and all that,
Yeah.
you think how that could see?
I could understand why you, from your standpoint, that would be a problem. But from a public standpoint and accountability standpoint, where there's, you know, the public scrutiny over what
got you.
our tax dollars are being spent on, we have every right to see through that.
Brandon, 6 o'clock.
So we just wanted to ask,
Pardon?
are you guys going to be here for a while, or what's going on?
We were just coming down and see what was here. We're going to turn around, but, you know, I mean, now, I don't know, maybe we'll hang out for an hour.
Recruiting the church, but you cannot record.
I can, sir. That's where, see, we're back to square zero. We're right back to the start. I can do whatever I want, and I think you're learning that right now. Thank you.
Y'all have a nice day, all right?
We're not going anywhere.
We know.
Well, we don't have to go anywhere either. I mean, we got all day. Do you have all day? What time's your shift then? Okay, then. Don't come at us with that attitude. You came at us. You didn't come over there and try to...
Who's the aggressor?
I gave you an attitude, but I haven't even spoken to you, sir.
Okay, you're speaking to us physically, so we can do what we want. We can stay here as long as we want. There's nothing we can do about it. Go on.
Man, that's a lot of piggies. Y'all have an extremely nice day.
Maybe we'll bust out the phone, you know? We don't know what we want to do. Good.
We're not on church property. We're not on church property. We're within 33 feet of the center of the roadway.
Can you ask them if it's like...
You can ask Father Bill Fleming, and if I give a name, he'll know who I am.
That's fine. Yeah, no.
Nice try.
I started filming the church, and they came at us, tried to grab our cameras, and they wanted to make an issue out of a non-issue. We're sorry if we caused you any you know. All right, back to business. There's a tough guy. Get your picture. It's okay.
Try and count. We have traffic completely stopped at the border today. You'd be amazed that they'd respond this way to something lawful.
You'd be amazed that they don't know the law.
Exactly.
That's a lot of people.
You know what we're going to do? Because you're hassling all these innocent, peaceful people and not letting them cross the border, because you guys are doing that, we're going to be on our way. Have a nice day.
Maybe we'll be back though. They do.
Right now it's going to be, you want to wait, but you know it's going to
That diffused their whole trespassing thing. See how they try to play? I bet that just really ticked them off.
Oh, yeah.
They're okay.
Man.
I mean, how can you shoo someone away from the house of God and call yourself a Christian? Maybe we'll be back though.
While this started out as a very normal audit of public services, the law enforcement here did not react in a logical or peaceful way. In our experience, and in the vast amount of videos on this channel and elsewhere on YouTube, most law enforcement agents with any department or division typically ignore cameras and open carry, not just because it is legal, but because it has become so normalized. However, in this video extended version here, the first law enforcement officer we see begins with a belligerent demand not to be filmed, lying that it is a federal offense. Further, when he doesn't get his way with persuasion and reason, as any normal peaceful person has to resort to, he thinks he has the prerogative to attempt to steal one of our cameras unsuccessfully. Police stealing property when they don't get their way is rather common, as evidenced by this video. When we completely rationally decided to inform him that this aggression is unwelcome, as it would be unwelcome from any other stranger on the streets, he calls in more goons for his defense at stopping a lawful activity. One officer who responded and identified himself was doing his best to defuse this extremely tense situation with respect, courtesy, and understanding. It was him that eventually called his officers back. As more law enforcement agents began to attempt to surround us and pincer us into a more vulnerable position, even with one officer disbanding the others, we had no choice but to make it clear that we feel threatened by the aggressions for our perfectly peaceful actions of filming. Some of these officers, realizing they have no legal avenue to pursue us for the cameras or the guns, overtly lie and attempt to claim that the public sidewalk we are standing on is the property of the church behind us, so that they could get approval from the church manager to arrest us for trespassing. Click the banner to submit content to COPBLOCK.org. Click the banner to submit content to COPBLOCK.org. These are all emotional reactions not based in any law, metric of morality, or in any logical and rational sense. If we had been ignored, which is what we prefer, as it is a sign of more healthy law enforcement agents, then we would have been on our way, happy that we didn't get hassled, and that no one was caused an inconvenience. Unfortunately, the U.S. Border Patrol had a different plan for the peaceful travelers just trying to get through. We had never intended to cause a disturbance, because our actions rarely do, but the police and Border Patrol themselves decided to cause a disturbance based on their emotional reaction to perfectly moral and lawful activities. As stated very clearly in the video, we could not stand to see so many innocent, peaceful travelers being supremely inconvenienced by law enforcement agents stepping beyond their bounds.